Hi, welcome to this Power Flow Vinyasa class. If you have any blocks or pillows that you want to use as props, it'd be a good idea to grab those. We are going to start in child's pose. So get in some comfy clothes, find your yoga mat, or just get on your carpet and meet me in your child's pose. Big toes touch, heels, or if your knees are as wide as your yoga mat. And you're going to come back and sit on the heels and reach the arms forward. And settle in here. Your forehead rests on the mat. Closing the eyes and just connecting with your breath. Taking deep breaths. Your inhale comes all the way down to fill the belly. And on your exhale, you empty out all four corners of the torso, all the air. Inhale, inflate, feel your back stretch. Exhale, let go and soften. Find a release. And breathe in this way. Just setting aside any thoughts going through your head. Getting yourself present on your mat, in your body. Just noticing how you're feeling. If there's any tension anywhere. Noticing where you are emotionally, mentally. With every exhale, feel yourself coming more and more into this moment, letting the rest of the world fade away, breathing into this child's pose. And keeping the head lowered, we're just going to lift the elbows up. So you're really activating through the arms. And start to walk the hands over to the right side of the room, to the right side of your mat. Maybe the hands come off of the mat, and you really feel that stretch through your left side. Deep breaths. And then we'll walk the hands back to the center, and then over to the left side. Same thing. We're really reaching the arms to the left side, breathing through the right side of your body. Relaxing through the neck, the shoulders. And walking the hands back to center. And go ahead and press yourself up, coming to your hands and knees. So bring the wrists right underneath the shoulders, and we'll walk those knees in right under the hips. Keeping the tops of the feet down. We'll inhale, belly comes down, your chest opens to the front of the mat, gaze comes up, tailbone up, and exhale, round through the spine, pulling your back muscles up towards the sky, gazing towards the thighs or the belly button. Inhale, carve a line with the nose, look up, relax the shoulders, exhale, round. And inhale one more time. And exhale, round. Coming back to your neutral spine. We're going to reach the right arm up towards the sky. So you're just reaching up. And exhale, thread the needle. This arm comes underneath the body to the inside of that left arm. We'll twist to the left. Your right ear comes down onto the floor, relaxing into this twist. That left hand can stay on the floor, or maybe you bring it behind the back. Maybe grab a hold of the right thigh, or you can bring the left hand forward onto the floor. Big breath in, and exhale. We'll bring the left hand back by the face. And come back through. Inhale, reach that right arm up towards the sky once more. And exhale, release it down. Straight to the other side. We'll inhale, reach the left arm up. Exhale, thread the needle. Bring it under the body. Rest your left ear onto the mat. That right hand stays on the floor, or maybe we wrap it around behind the back. Grab the left thigh, or reaching it to the front of the mat. Big breath in. And next exhale, right hand comes back by the face. Press back up. Inhale, reach the left arm up towards the sky. Exhale, release it down. Go ahead and curl the toes under. Maybe walk the hands forward just a little bit. We're gonna lift the hips up, heels back. Downward facing dog. Pedal through the legs. Bending one knee and then the other. Just waking up the legs. Getting a stretch through the backs of the legs. And noticing this stretch, this sensation, as you're pressing through one heel and then the other. Just be aware of how that feels. And on an inhale, you're gonna glide forward, shift the wrists right over, or the shoulders right over the wrists. If you need to walk the feet back a little bit, you can. We're coming to plank pose. So keeping the hips right level with the body. You don't want the hips coming up or coming down at all, so we're nice and straight line. Then on an exhale, you're gonna pull your belly button up and in and use your core to pull yourself back up. Find your down dog. Inhale, come back forward, find your plank. And exhale, down dog. Inhale to plank. Last time, exhale, down dog. That's such a good way to make sure that you are in your down dog correctly. From your plank, straight to down dog. This is where you want to be. We're pressing the hands down nice and firm, straight arms. And don't worry if the heels touch the floor. It's more important to have a little inverted shape here in the front than it is to have those straight legs. So you're pressing the chest towards the floor. Deep breaths. Then on an exhale, we'll bend the knees, take a slow walk all the way up to the top of the mat. Folding forward. Pressing your feet down nice and firm into the ground, and then letting everything else go limp. So you can rock the body back and forth, maybe grab opposite elbows, shake the head yes and no. We're starting out slow here, but I promise it will start to heat up. So just breathe with me. Gently waking up all the muscles, waking up our deep breath. Release the elbows, inhale, flat back, hands to shins or to your thighs, or you can have the arms on the floor or dangling down. Then we'll exhale, fold forward. Inhale, bring the arms to the sides. We'll go down, around, and up. Press the feet down to root into the ground, and we'll reach the arms up towards the sky. Gaze up, watch the palms come together, and exhale, bring that prayer through to your heart. Pause here. Take a couple breaths. Feeling your chest lift to meet the palms. Belly button pulled up and in, strong core. Your feet are nice and firm into the ground. On an inhale, we'll reach the arms down, around, and up. Keep the palms together here. Press the feet down, nice and firm. Exhale, you're just gonna bend over to the right, little side stretch. So you can keep this nice and gentle. Try and keep a straight line with the spine. So when I mean that, I don't mean you don't want to collapse here or let your body come forward. So we're keeping it nice and lifted and straight as we start to bend over a little. Inhale back to center. Exhale, we'll go ahead and come to the left side. And inhale back to center. Exhale, bring the arms down. The heart leads you as you come all the way forward, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, hands down. Step one foot back and then the other. From here, you can bring the knees down and do your knees, chest, chin, all the way flat. Or come straight into your chaturanga, hovering. You'll come up onto the toes, come all the way down. Inhale, to your up dog or cobra, keeping the elbows bent. And we'll exhale to down dog. Now this class is for moderate to advanced, so I flew through that flow pretty quickly. If you want to learn the more descriptive way of doing that, I would go to my last video that I made, the beginners to moderate Vinyasa flow. So we'll do that again. We'll exhale, bend the knees, gaze forward. You can step or hop it up this time. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, reach the arms down, around, and up. Gaze up, the palms come together. Exhale, we'll bring them through to the heart. Inhale, arms down, around, and up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, hands down, step or hop it back. Chaturanga. Inhale, up dog or cobra. Exhale, down dog. And we'll bend the knees, gaze forward. Exhale, step or hop it up. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, down, around, and up. Gaze up. Exhale, palms come to the heart. Inhale, down, around, and up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, arms down, step or hop it back. Chaturanga. Inhale, up dog or cobra. Exhale, down dog. Go ahead and bring the knees down. Knees stay together or bring them to the width of the mat. Come to your child's pose. Couple breaths. Here in your child's pose, really just start to notice how your body is feeling. Now that it's heating up and moving, how does it feel different than it did before? Each time that you check in and you're self-aware with what's going on, it's so important. This is a journey. You're learning each step of the way how to listen to your body. We'll take one more big breath in. And on your exhale, rise back up. Find your tabletop and then your down dog. Bring the big toes to touch. Inhale, reach the right leg up and back. Three-legged dog. In this first one, really try and square out your hips. So your right foot is flexed, toes pointed down towards the ground. So it's not about how high you can lift that leg, but it's about keeping the leg square. And we'll bend that right knee, bring it forward, place the foot between the hands. We'll bring the left knee down. Top of the foot comes down. And inhale, reach the arms up. We're going to interlace the fingers, bring the hands behind the head, cradle the head with your hands, and we'll start to bring the chest up towards the sky, lean back, gaze up, open the elbows, then press the hips down. Exhale, release, bring the hands down. We're going to start to straighten through this front leg. So your hands can stay by the ankles or the foot, or you can start to walk the hands back. And we're just going to lean over or fold over this right leg. Flex the right foot, toes pointed up towards the sky, and bring your head towards the knee. You want your hips to stay lifted here, so you don't want to come back too far over this left heel. We're keeping it lifted up. You will get a much better stretch here. And exhale, bend through this right knee. Hands come to frame that right foot. We'll curl the back toes under, lift that knee, slide it back, and chaturanga. Knees down or hovered. Inhale, up dog or cobra. Exhale, release, and we'll meet in down dog. Bring the big toes to touch. Inhale, reach the left leg up and back. Again, we're squaring out the hips, so flex that left foot, toes pointed down. Bend the left knee, we'll bring it forward, place the foot between the hands, right knee comes down. And inhale, reach the arms up. We'll interlace the fingers, find that little cradle for your head. Your thumbs press into the neck to protect that neck. And then we'll start to do a little back bend. So gazing up towards the sky, nice and open through the chest. Breathing. We'll exhale, release, hands come down. Lift that back knee, slide the left, oh wait, sorry, keep it there. Keep the left foot there. We'll bring the right knee back down. From here, we're gonna straighten through this left leg. So walk the hands back a little bit, maybe. And point those left toes up towards the sky. Bend over this left leg. Breathing. Releasing through the left leg. Feeling this nice stretch. Then we'll exhale, bend that left knee. Lift the right knee up. Slide the left leg back. Chaturanga. Inhale to open. And exhale to your down dog. Every time you come to down dog, you can find some movement, maybe pedal through the legs, or come to complete stillness. Your choice. Maybe you find a little sway with the hips and rock the hips back and forth, getting more of a stretch through the side body. Walk the big feet or big toes together. Inhale, reach the right leg up and back. This time, maybe you reach a little more there. Don't worry about the squared hips. Exhale, bend that knee. We'll bring it forward, place between the hands. Keep that back knee lifted this time. We're coming onto the ball of that back foot, so up on the toes. And inhale, reach the arms up. High lunge. Front knee is right over the ankle, reaching your arms up towards the sky. And up on those back toes, so that heel is lifted up towards the sky, not coming back towards the ground. Then we're going to start to reach these arms forward. So you're kind of coming over this front leg. You're pressing into all four corners of that right foot. Then with control here, we're going to bring this back leg up, knee to chest. So maybe take a few steps here, or maybe you do one big step. So pressing into the front leg, we're going to bring it up, bring the hands into prayer, just crunch it up and in. And then bring it back. Find that high lunge. And exhale, we're going to bring it up. Knee to chest, pull it in, and then bring it back. Last time, we're going to bring it up and in, lots of control. Lift it up. Then from here, go ahead and bring the left leg around, crossing the left ankle over the right thigh, finding our one-legged chair pose. If this is not good for you at all, we can bring the left foot down, have the big toes touch, heels an inch apart, find your regular chair pose. If we're in that one-legged chair, you're just breathing into the hips, allowing them to open, sitting down as low as you can here. Maybe sit lower than you want to. And in this next step, you can skip, just stay in your one-legged chair. Or we're going to bring the hands down to the ground, fold over this one-legged chair. So you'll feel a really good stretch through that left leg now. Then from here, if you're standing, go ahead and release the leg. Or you can release it from your forward fold. So we'll just release the left leg, and you're going to bring it up and back behind you. If you're in your one-legged chair, go ahead and bring the hands down and bring that left leg up and back behind. Coming to our standing split. So your hands should be about a foot in front of that right foot. And we're lifting the left leg up and back. To add on to this, maybe you release the right hand, grab that right calf. Or you can release both hands, grab the calf. A little more stability here, building balance and strength in that standing leg. One more breath. Then release this left foot far back behind you onto the ground. Bring both hands down to frame the right foot. We'll slide this right foot back and chaturanga. Maybe you keep the right foot lifted as you come down, one-legged chaturanga. Inhale, up dog or cobra. Exhale, down dog. Pedal through the feet. Deep breaths. Bring the big toes to touch. Inhale, left leg up and back. Exhale, bring that foot forward, place between the hands. Now we're on these back toes. We're gonna reach the arms up towards the sky. Finding our high lunge. Nice strong core, so you're pulling your belly button up and in. Front knee over the ankle. Then we're gonna lean forward, reach those arms to the front of the room, to the front of your mat. And then engaging that core, lots of control. We're gonna lift this right foot up and bring it up and in. And then slide it back, find your high lunge. Press into this left foot, nice and firm. We're gonna bring it back up. And then bring it back to the floor. Last time, control it, bring it up and in, knee to chest. And then this time we're gonna cross that right ankle over top of the left thigh. Find your one-legged chair. So again, maybe you come to your regular chair, or from here, we'll start to fold forward. So bringing the hands down to the ground and feeling that nice deep stretch through the right leg. And one more big breath. And then wherever you are, we're gonna release this right leg and bring it up and back behind you to your standing split. Reaching the right foot up towards the ceiling. Maybe we release the left hand to grab that left calf. Maybe both hands grab the calf. Really folding forward, maybe bringing the nose all the way towards this left knee. One more breath. And then we're gonna bring the right foot all the way back, far to the back of the mat. Frame this left foot, slide it back, maybe keep that left foot lifted as you chaturanga. Inhale, up dog or cobra. Exhale, down dog. Pedal through the feet. Then go ahead and bring the knees down. We're gonna find puppy dog pose. So in puppy dog pose, you wanna keep your knees right underneath the hips the whole time. We're just walking the hands forward and then bringing the chest down to the ground. This is a big heart opener pose. If you want a little more out of it, maybe you look forward and bring your chin down towards the ground. You get a little throat stretch, neck stretch, and you're also opening through the shoulders and breathing into this. Opening your hips towards the sky, tailbone comes up towards the ceiling. Finding some release there, opening. And then nice and slow, we'll start to rise back up and walk these hands back. Curling the toes under. Lift up, find your down dog. And bring the big toes to touch, center of the mat. Inhale, reach the right leg up and back. Exhale, you're gonna bend this right knee. We're gonna bring it forward, nose to knee. So you're finding a little crunch here. Pulling the right heel up towards the right thigh. And then inhale, reach it up and back. Three-legged dog. Exhale, bring that right knee towards the right elbow. And inhale, reach it up and back. Exhale, right knee towards the left elbow. So you're finding a little rotation with the body. And then we're gonna slide this right foot all the way over to the ground on the left side of your mat. Coming onto the outer edge of that left foot, reaching the left arm up towards the sky. Fallen star, pressing your hips up towards the ceiling, gazing towards the left hand. Then exhale, that left hand comes back down. And we'll come back up onto the left toes. Slide this right leg back through. Lift it up and back again, three-legged dog. Bend this right knee, bringing the right hip or thigh over top of the left thigh. So you're opening up through this leg. If you gaze under your left arm, you can see your right foot there peeking out. You can stay here, trying to square the shoulders, keeping both shoulders level with the ground. Or we're going to flip it over. So your right foot will come back behind you on the floor. Your left leg stays straight. This right arm is going to reach towards the top of the mat, down towards the ground. So you're pressing your hips up towards the sky. This is a little back bend, your wild thing. Your right knee stays straight, just that left leg, or your right knee stays bent, just the left leg is straight. Then we'll flip it back over. So the right hand comes back through, come flat to the ground. And then this right foot is gonna go all the way forward, place it between the hands. Twisted you up a little bit there. Then we're gonna come onto the outer edge of the left foot, so you're pivoting on that foot. And rise up, left arm reaches back, right arm reaches forward, warrior two. Gazing towards the right hand, reaching the arms away from each other. So you want a straight line from fingertips to fingertips. Breathing. Get an extra breath in this pose, so enjoy it. That left hand's gonna come back to the thigh or behind the back. Right palm flips up, reach up and back. Peaceful warrior. Then exhale, we'll bring the right hand all the way forward, placing it onto the ground, to the inside or the outside of that right foot. Left arm reaches up. Of course, this right forearm can be on the thigh if you want to lift it a little higher. And then that left hand reaches towards the top of the mat, big side body stretch. Exhale, bring both hands down to the inside of the right foot. We're going to come up onto those back toes and start to heel toe this right foot out. Coming to our lizard pose. So your left knee comes down. Your right toes are on the outside of the mat. So your carpet or your floor. The right heel is on the mat. So it is kind of opened out to the side. You can stay on the hands, of course, here, or come down to the forearms. If you are on your forearms, your hands come to prayer. Your gaze is about 5 inches in front of those fingertips. You want to keep your neck nice and long here. Don't crunch or fall into this, but really keep it open and breathe. That back knee can stay down, or you're welcome to curl the toes under and lift it up. Take a few breaths here. Opening through the hips, breathing into this. Then we're all going to come back up onto the hands. We'll curl the back toes under, lift that knee. And then swaying back and forth here a little bit, we're going to bring the left foot all the way up to coming to the outside of the mat. So now your left foot is the same way that your right foot was. Toes open to the side, heels in. And then we're going to sit down here. Maybe you come up onto the heels or the toes, lift the heels. Slowly start to open it up, bring the hips open, maybe walking the heels in a little bit, coming to our yogi squat. So if you do have a block or a pillow, maybe you place it underneath your tailbone here and sit on that. Or we're just hovering above the ground, pressing the palms together, and the hands or your triceps press into the insides of your legs, helping to open them up a little more here. Finding some stability. Pressing both feet down nice and firm. Take one more breath. And then on that exhale, your hands come down to the ground. We'll lift up on those back legs, and you can hop them or step them back straight into a chaturanga. Inhale to your up dog or cobra, and exhale, down dog. And now we do the other side. So your big toes come to touch. Inhale, left leg up and back. Exhale, bend the knee, bring it forward, knee to nose, crunch it, up and in. Inhale, reach it up and back, three-legged dog. Exhale, left knee to left elbow or tricep. Inhale, lift it up and back. Exhale, left knee to right elbow. And then we're gonna slide that left leg to the side and reach the right arm up towards the sky. Fallen star. So pressing into the outer edge of that right foot and the outer edge of our left foot. Gaze up towards the right hand. And then exhale, right hand comes down. We're gonna slide this leg back through, lift it up, three-legged dog. Keep that knee bent and stack the left thigh over the right thigh. Gazing under this right arm, I can see my left foot right there. So I can stay here, or we'll flip it over. Find your wild thing. That left foot comes flat onto the ground. We'll straighten the right leg, and then reach the left arm up towards the sky and then down towards the ground. Open through the chest, big long belly here, pressing your pelvis up towards the sky. And then exhale, come back through. Left hand comes down. We're gonna reach that left leg up and back, and then bring it forward, place between the hands. Pivot on the right foot, pressing the outer edge of the right foot down. We'll cartwheel the hands up. Right arm reaches back, left arm reaches forward. Warrior two. Gazing towards the left hand, sinking down nice and low in your legs. Pulling your belly button up and in, strong core. Drawing strength from this pose. Warrior, you are strong, you are capable. Keeping all the muscles in your face relaxed, but feeling that strength. We'll exhale, bring the right hand to the thigh or behind the back. Left palm flips up, reach up and back, peaceful warrior. Gaze up towards the left elbow. Exhale, bring the arms all the way around, find your side angle. So that left hand to the floor, on the inside or outside of the leg, maybe to a block, maybe keep the forearm on the thigh. Then we'll reach that right arm towards the top of the mat, side stretch. Then exhale, go ahead and bring the hand back down. Both hands come to the inside of that left foot. And we'll come up on the back toes and heel toe this left foot out. Bring the right knee down and get nice and low in your lizard. So you have the left toes open out to the side, maybe staying on the hands or coming down to the forearms, palms together, keeping the neck long. Taking this moment to breathe, to find your breath. Nice, deep, cleansing breaths. We'll take one more breath. And on that last exhale, go ahead and come back up onto the hands. Lift the back knee and sway it back and forth. We're gonna step this right foot all the way up, finding our yogi squat on this side. So, maybe you have to walk the heels in a little bit. Maybe you want to stay up on your toes. Keep the heels lifted. We'll take a couple breaths here. Enjoying this hip opener. Keeping nice and open through your heart. Spine is nice and straight. No hunching and falling into this, but you're nice and straight. Then exhale, hands come down. Lift the hips up and step or hop it back. Chaturanga, inhaling to up dog or cobra, exhaling down dog. Big breaths. Then we're gonna slide it forward. And go ahead and release all the way down onto your stomach. Pressing into the ground, we're going to lift up, find your cobra. Keeping the elbows bent, pulling back. Exhale, release. Go ahead and bend the right knee and then the left knee. So you're on your belly and we're pulling the feet up and then towards the face. And then maybe we reach one hand back and grab the foot and then the other. So you can grab the feet here, or maybe you grab the ankles, or even the shins, whatever's working for you today. And you're gonna keep the legs pulling towards each other. So you don't wanna start to splay out here. We're keeping it pulled in. And then on an inhale, we're gonna press the feet into the hands and lift the chest off of the mat. Bow pose. So your arms are getting a stretch here. Lift as far off the mat as you can. So maybe your ribs come off. Knees come off. Everything's pulling in towards the head to center. Exhale, release it. Keep a hold of the feet. We're going to do it one more time. Inhale, lift it up. Hold this. You can breathe through the pose. Breathe. Exhale, release. Release the feet down. Bring the hands down to underneath the shoulders. Press yourself up. And walk the knees in. We're going to bring the legs to one side or the other and come back and sit. Once you are seated, go ahead and bend the knees. And grab the bottoms of your thighs. From here, we're going to roll back and forth. You can roll all the way back the length of the spine and then come back up. If you don't like this, if you're not feeling it, just meet us on your backs. Or we're going to roll it out. You can do this as many times as you want. Maybe staying all nice and curled up in a ball, or bringing the legs out straight. And when you do feel good, we'll go ahead and come to our backs. Releasing here. Go ahead and straighten the legs for a minute. We'll just take a couple breaths. Feeling this stability of the mat underneath you, the earth beneath you. Your mat has your back. So we'll go ahead and bend both knees. Keep the feet on the ground. Cross that right ankle over top of the left thigh, just like we did in our standing one-legged chair. And we'll go ahead and lift those legs up. Grab the left thigh. So your hands can come and interlace behind the left thigh. If you want a little deeper stretch, you can bring the hands underneath the left knee to the shin. Maybe sway back and forth a little bit. And then releasing that, we're going to bring the left leg straight up towards the ceiling. Flex the left foot so the toes are almost pulling down towards your face. Really activating through that left leg. And then keeping this right ankle on the thigh, we're going to do a little ab work. So you can do this just with the hands placed on the stomach or the hands at your sides. You may even want to grab the edges of your mat with your hands if you need a little more support here. So, on an inhale, we're going to start to lower these legs down as low as you can get them. As soon as your lower back starts to come off of the mat, stop. Maybe we bring them all the way down. And then exhale, we'll bring them back up. Inhale, lower. Maybe you hold the edges of your mat again. You need that support. Exhale, back up. Nice strong core. Inhale, we lower down. Exhale, back up. Every time you lower down, you're hovering off of the floor. Inhale, lower. Exhale, back up. It's okay if you shake a little bit. Inhale, we'll lower. Exhale, rise. Go ahead and bend that left knee. We'll bring the foot down. Cross the right leg completely over that left leg. And we're going to let both of those knees fall to the left side. Right arm reaches to the right side. Gaze to the right. Couple breaths. If you're not feeling this cross-legged twist, you can just have both knees bent and twisted to the side. Maybe release the cross. Breathe into that belly. Let your spine build flexibility here. And maybe use that left hand to help. We'll bring the legs back up to center, releasing the right leg off of the left. We come straight to the other side. Our left ankle crosses over that right thigh. Hands will come to grab the right thigh, maybe interlace there, or bringing them all the way to the shin. Grabbing right below that right knee, maybe you rock back and forth. And then releasing that right leg, we'll bring the right leg straight up towards the sky. Right foot flexes and pull those toes down towards your face. And then hands anchor down onto the floor on the sides of your body, or maybe you grab the mat. And on an inhale, we'll lower. Lower nice and slow. Focus, control the whole way down. Exhale, focus, and bring it back up. We're not slinging or flinging the legs down and back up. This is all control. So, inhale, we lower slowly, stopping wherever you need to with this lower. And exhale, we bring it back up, nice and slow. And inhale, lower. And exhale, lift. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. Embrace that shake. It's a good thing. We'll exhale, lower. Or inhale, lower. Exhale, lift back up. Go ahead and bend that right knee. Release the right foot down. We'll cross this left leg over the right, or of course you release it, both knees bent. We'll let the legs come to the right side now. Left hand and gaze go to the left. Enjoy this visualization of this twist wringing you out. Getting rid of anything that's not serving you, anything negative. Letting go of anger, negativity, complaining, anything that's been holding you down, making you heavy. Right now, just let this twist wring it out. It's getting rid of it. Detoxing you from every bad emotional thing in your life. And then using that right hand to help, we'll bring the legs back up to center. Uncross the left leg. Bring both legs up, hug them around, bring your arms around the shins. Just give yourself a big hug. And then we're gonna lift the head and chest off of the mat. Bring the nose towards the knees. So really big hug. You're curling up into a ball. And then exhale, release. Feet come down. Hands come down to your sides, palms up towards the ceiling. We'll straighten out one leg and then the other one. Allowing the feet to just fall open to the sides. Maybe snuggling the shoulder blades underneath you. Closing the eyes. And I challenge you to really enjoy this Shavasana. Maybe you pause this video if you want a little bit longer to let go. This just gives you a moment to really be in the quiet, the stillness, enjoying that pause from life for just another moment. Letting go of everything, letting go of your control of your breath, letting go of every single part of the body, just releasing tension, coming completely still onto your mat to soak in everything that you just did. And when you're ready to come out of this, start to wiggle the fingers and the toes. Maybe you rock your head back and forth on the mat, being gentle and loving with your body, moving with this loving intention. Maybe we rotate the wrists and the ankles, bending the knees. Go ahead and come onto your right side in your fetal position, resting your head on that lower arm. And then pressing away from the ground, we'll come up to sit, finding your cross-legged Sukhasana. Closing the eyes for a moment here, go ahead and bring the hands to prayer at your heart. Take a moment to just notice how you feel one last time. Learning this practice of self-awareness. Learning it so well that when you leave your yoga mat, you can still have this practice. You can still be self-aware. Learn when you need to press pause, when you need to take a break. That life is not a race, that you can stop and get a drink of water. It's important to remind ourselves and move like you love yourself. So I thank you for practicing with me. Namaste.